Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever BIMMUN. My name is Mels Osdemer and I've had the privilege to serve as the conference director for this BIMMUN conference. I have been involved in the Model United Nations Club at Basis Independent McLean for 5 years and I'm glad to see our club's dream of hosting a conference come to life. The experience of organizing this conference has been wonderful and incredibly insightful into the preparations necessary to organize a MUN conference. The purpose of this conference, as stated in the letter from the Secretariat that can be found on our website, is that the conference is intended as a practice conference. The conference is meant to serve as an experience for newer delegates to become acquainted with the flow of MUN, as well as a chance for more senior delegates to refresh their Model UN skills after the restful summer. The BIMMUN Secretariat will offer refreshers and materials on parliamentary procedure and the structure of a MUN committee before the beginning of your first committee session. For links providing information regarding MUN and parliamentary procedure methods and approaches, please be sure to check the Resources tab on our website. For additional information regarding parliamentary procedure, delegates have the option to attend the parliamentary procedure presentation that is mandatory for crisis delegates, which will be run by our Secretariat the evening before all committee sessions begin. Our goals for this conference are to provide delegates with a comfortable educational environment to stimulate a more effective method of understanding proper Model UN procedure in a conference. In addition, we hope to provide students with a foundation to help them in their preparations for upcoming or future conferences. Lastly, I'd like to thank all the chairs and co-chairs that made this conference possible, and I'd like to extend a thank you to the delegates that will be attending this conference. Thank you, and I hope this conference serves its intended purpose of being a helpful educational experience. Thank you.
My name is Benjamin Wilson, and I have had the privilege of serving as the co-director for this conference. I've been involved in MUN for 4 years now, and I'm pleased to have helped with the creation of a conference after attending many. I'd like to talk a bit about the expectations we have today. In order for our delegates to get the most out of this conference, it is expected that all delegates will give their best effort during this conference. It's expected that you will respect all delegates and your chairs in committee. In this conference, we are looking for delegates who demonstrate an in-depth knowledge of their topics, sophisticated speaking skills, as well as inclusive debate skills. We aren't looking for delegates who seek to dominate the room, but instead, delegates who empower other delegates and give everybody a chance to express their viewpoints. For more information about our expectations in committee, the dress code, and our policies on plagiarism, privacy, and harassment and discrimination, please see Conference Policies on our website. Next, I'd like to introduce the conference's technical manager, Mohan Liu.
Thank you, Benjamin. Hello, my name is Mohan Liu, and I'm your Director of Technology for this year's BIMMUN. Because we're hosting a virtual conference this year, we'll be using the platform Zoom to conduct all our conference committee sessions. As you can see right now, I am currently in Zoom, and on the bottom left-hand side, there is a mute and unmute button. Delegates will be asked to only unmute during their allotted time in moderated caucuses ending on mods. Next, there is the start video button. We recommend that all delegates turn on their cameras during committee so the committee section can best represent in-person committees. Hello. Next, there's the participant button. This is where delegates can see everyone on their committee. Please make sure that your name follows the following format when you log into Zoom, with the country or person that you're representing first, and then in parentheses, your real name. So in this case, the country I'm representing is United States, and my real name is Mohan. Please also include your last name. Next, there is the chat button. With the chat button, the delegates are able to pass notes and communicate with other delegates, or if they have questions, they can private message the chairs directly. Now, the next function is breakout rooms. During unmod, delegates can move around in breakout rooms to discuss with specific delegates about their directives, or they talk with small groups of delegates. Delegates are able to freely join whatever breakout rooms. In this case, as you can see here, I have 10 rooms open, and I am able to join any one of these rooms during on mods so that I can talk to other people. Lastly, we'll be using the reactions as placards for voting, to be called in moderated caucuses and also motions. In order for the committee to run smoothly, please listen to your chair's instructions. Next, I welcome our Director of Hospitality, Sophie Polnitz.
Thanks, Mohan. My name is Sophie Polnitz, and I'm the BIMMUN Chief of Staff and Director of Hospitality for this conference. I'm going to start by briefly going over charity and then introducing each of our chairs. Unfortunately, this year we'll be unable to run donations for charity. Hopefully in future years, our conference will be in person and we'll be able to collect and donate to a selected charity in those years. Now, let's introduce each of our chairs. Our first committee is the World Food Program, with Kevin O as the Senior Chair and Maria L as the Junior Chair. Our second committee is a Crisis on World War II. Rithik P will be the Crisis Chair, and Mohan P will be the Crisis Czar. All of the chairs and czars look forward to this weekend's debate and are confident that with your cooperation and respect, we can make this a flexible, fun, and educational conference.
Now, I finally have the great pleasure of declaring BIMMUN 1 officially open.